Welcome to Booze and Glues, a justifiable excuse for two friends to spend time together, cross crafts off their to-do list, and, of course, drink. With glue guns and wine glasses at the ready, join Jessye Shepherd and Tabitha Davis as they attempt to simultaneously chat, craft, chug and charm. Will they consume alcohol? Definitely. Will they actually accomplish anything? Debatably. Will they bitch and complain? Inevitably. Will it be a bloody good time? Absolutely. And if things don't turn out just as planned, well, that's okay too. Because booze!
Start with a big yawn. Hey peeps!
Hi, did you say go?
Well, last time I said go, someone was like, I'm not going. I don't do what you tell me to do.
That's right. You don't tell me what to do.
Okay, so don't go.
You tell me. I don't know what I just got into.
Uh-oh.
It's like some kind of weird Bitmoji add people to Pinterest something.
Whoa.
Get out! Get out! Back out. Okay. Hi, I'm Tabitha.
I'm Jessye.
I'm Brad. Oh,
Oh.
you were going to introduce me.
I was gonna say,
Oh, never mind.
this is Booze and Glues.
Oh.
Also,
But this is Booze and Glues.
and that's Brad.
I'm Brad.
So, we are back.
Back again.
And we are kind of crafting.
Yeah.
Definitely chatting.
Definitely chatting.
Definitely drinking wine.
Oh, yeah. Let's pour it.
I subscribed to a Wine of the Month club thingy through Bright Cellars, which is kind of a funny story.
It's a super funny story. And please tell it because I'd like to hear it in person, even though the text message version was hilarious. Actually, I'd love to just read. Can we just read the
You
text?
can read the text messages.
Oh, I don't have my phone. You got to read them from your end.
What if you don't have your phone at all?
No.
What is
I
happening?
left it on the charger.
Oh my gosh. You must feel naked.
I do.
I think it would be funny if you read my part. No, it was just, I went through like every phase of emotion in like a 30-second period. It was hilarious. So, I decided that I had like done the quiz for this a really long time ago. And I kept getting emails like, hey, order this wine.
Please do this, yeah.
And I just was not like super motivated to, but I didn't unsubscribe because I kept thinking, well, eventually maybe I'll do it. So I went on, I redid the quiz, I ordered it, and then I was like, well, I did the quiz based on my preferences, so I'm going to do it based on like what I think Jessye would like and see what they sent, like what they would send. And I get the same exact wines. I'm like,
And this is after, wasn't this after you already ordered too?
yeah.
Okay.
So then I was like, well, what the heck? So then I was like, well, I'm gonna try a whole different set of answers because a couple of them I thought, oh, we probably like the same, like, I know you really like orange juice, and I also had put orange juice. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just try it with all different answers, see what happens. I get the same wine selections again. I started to get a little pissed because I was like, I'm not falling for no scam.
Why give me a quiz if you're just going to send me the same damn wine?
Right.
Just say, look, these are the wines we're going to send you. Don't put me
These
through
are
no
the
freaking quiz.
Yeah, and then, like, dupe me into thinking that I'm getting something based on my taste. I mean, if you're going to do it like that, just say, like, we ordered a shit ton of these 5 wines, and we're going to dole them out every month, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So, I jumped to conclusions. I got a little upset. So I had just texted you, and these are literally, they're just like a few minutes apart, all of them.
I hadn't even responded because she just kept coming at me. I was like reading another text. I was like cracking up. We were on the way to the dump, and I'm like laughing my ass off, and they're like, "What is happening?" I'm like, "Tab is going crazy."
Tab's lost her mind. Yeah, so I just sent her the message that said, like, oh, I did a quiz, I signed up for a thing, and we're going to try some new wine. Cool. And then I was like, I thought it would be interesting to see what your answers to the questions would have been, though. And so I almost just, like, sent you the quiz, but then I was like, well, I'll just try it myself and see what happens. And then that's when I got mad. So, like, 7 minutes later, I send you a text message. Those fuckers. And I just went back and retook the quiz with different answers to see what they would match, and they got the same stuff. So I did it 3 more times, and I got the same again. I'm like so mad. 3 exclamation points. I'm going to cancel my order and try a different one. Like, I was going to go to a different wine subscription place because there's tons of them. And I'm like, they're obviously just pushing the shitty wine that they bought in bulk. And so
It gets better. It gets better.
Immediately call. And I'm like, hi.
She calls customer service.
I called
for
customer
this
service.
place.
Hi. I just placed an order. And I was super nice. And I'm like...
I didn't start off being crazy.
No, I didn't. I wasn't crazy at all. I mean, maybe I sound a little crazy, but I was always pleasant.
Yeah.
I was like, hi, I just placed an order. And then I went back and I was like retaking it for my friend, and she got the same wine choices. So I retook it a couple more times, and I still got the same wine choices. And I was like, I'm really disappointed. I thought this was supposed to be like custom to your tastes. It's obviously not. I would like to cancel my order. And the gal on the phone is like, oh, okay, well, let's look into your account and all this stuff and stuff. And she's like, were you taking it on the same device? And I was like, well, yeah, but I logged in with a separate email address, like new account, the whole deal. And she goes like, well, you know, it might just be storing cookies on your phone. And I was like, okay. So I go get my
Those damn cookies get you every time.
I'm like, okay, maybe that's true. Why don't you just hang on the phone with me right now, because I'm going to get my iPad and I'm going to take the quiz. So I made her sit there with me while I retook the quiz on my iPad. And guess what? It gave me all different wine selections. So then I was just like,
cookies are real.
well, I'm really sorry. I'm going to go ahead and keep my order. I was like, thank you for explaining that to me. And she was so nice. She was just like, I'm so glad you could help me. Or like, yeah, I could help you and all this stuff. So this all, you know, happens. This all took place in 15 minutes, because then I immediately sent Jessye another text message. Never mind. I overreacted. I took it on my iPad and it just worked fine. I think it was just storing cookies on my phone. Crazy face. Emoji. It was the crazy face emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very fitting.
Yeah. And then Jessye just texts back, wow, you got so mad at the wine people. Yeah. I went through like the whole gamut of emotions and like 3 text messages. It was like, yay, I'm going to kill someone. Never mind.
It was great.
So, yeah. And it actually came really quick. I had to send it to work because you have to have someone 21 or older sign for the box.
Oh, right.
So, one of the gals from the front desk walks back, and she had a couple of boxes because we get deliveries at work all day. She goes, oh, I think your wine's here. And I was like, oh, yay. And she's like, I was kidding. And she's like, is it really wine? Because there's like little wine bottles on the outside of the box. I'm like, yeah, it's really wine. I ordered it. She's like, okay, I'm going to go. And just like leaves it sitting there for me. I was like, yay, the wine's here. So I like immediately took a picture and sent it to you. The wine came. And they all wrapped in little tissue paper.
You gotta
And
try it. It's pretty good.
the sticker on the one tonight said what? Something about, oh, sometimes I drink wine in the bath because it's too hard to drink in the shower. Or something else.
That
Like,
is difficult.
okay.
Don't
Yeah.
like a lot of water in my wine,
No.
especially warm water.
Sometimes you can do canned things in the shower because
Blake does shower beers a lot.
that I mean, there's a
I
very
think we might have to have an intervention if that's the case.
I mean, okay, a lot is a little exaggerated, but Like, if he's drinking and then we're about to go out, he takes a shower, takes a beer in there.
Look, I'm not going to judge anyone about drinking a beer in the shower because I'm drinking wine in the bathtub. Like,
True.
regularly.
I don't ever take baths, so I just I get in there and I'm like,
Now
what
what?
now?
Oh, I either read, which I like to have just like a paperback because I always feel like if I'm going to dunk it in the tub,
Yeah.
it should be something that's not worth too much. I have a hard time reading on my Kindle in the tub because I'm like, eh. But so I either just read or I listen to podcasts. I have like my speakers, so I just set my stuff up, or music, or.
Do you have a big tub?
I mean, we're small people.
Well, okay,
Whoa,
but
who's
see,
we?
Jessye and I are small
she's
people.
Okay,
not
good.
talking about Adam.
I'm like, Adam is not small.
No, so this is my
Adam can't even stand in the tub.
my issue with baths is that all the baths I've ever had, when I try to take them, either my legs are out
Right.
and my legs are freezing, or my boobs are out and my boobs are freezing.
I can like lay down in my tub. I mean, head out, but I can get the rest of my body underwater.
Yeah, I have a difficult time with that. I don't know why.
Maybe it's your tub.
Could be. I haven't tried in the new house, but it's like the same kind
Well,
of tub
tubs
as
will
the
have
last
the little things to keep them from overflowing, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah, you can get around that. There's a device you can buy,
Oh, they just plugged the hole.
and it goes around over the top.
Oh.
So it's like a suction cuppy thing. And there's still like a hole in the top, so like you can make it so it'll still drain like at a certain level, but you can adjust the height so then you can fill your tub up more. So to like just
maybe I need
almost
that.
overflowing.
Also, the idea of taking baths, actually, when we redo our bathroom, we're going to do a stand-up shower, so we're not going to have a bathtub. But the idea of, like, soaking in this piece of
And your
plastic
filth?
that who knows who else has been in,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
bleach that thing.
I know, and I have, but
Or magic bomb that thing, or bath bombs. There we go.
it's just the idea of
Bomb
it to me is
your
funky.
tub.
Bomb it.
Ooh, I'm so excited. You guys are going to put a stand-up shower in?
Yeah.
In your current tub shower combo situation?
Oh, you want to make a couch out of it? It's not that kind of tub.
Oh, no, I was just hoping for a fun demolishing party.
Oh, we could do that, yes.
Just
Hope-
beat the shit out of stuff.
Hopefully
It's so
it
fun.
will be by the end of the year.
That's like the best part of remodeling stuff is destroying the thing that came before it.
Yep.
Mm.
For sure. So,
I
yeah.
have to convince my dad that he wants to also do a bathroom redo, so that's the biggest issue.
I've done some bathroom stuff.
Yeah, he's fine doing it. It's just the problem that since we only have one bathroom, it always
Yeah.
makes it more difficult.
Right.
Cause
Not
then-
for Blake. He can pee outside.
Right, because then you're rushed and whatnot. And I'm like, but I also have a brother that lives in the house like 100 feet away.
Doesn't your shed have like almost a bathroom in it?
I know, and that's what I was telling him. I'm like, well, why don't we just finish the bathroom in the shed? But
Yeah.
I don't know how close that is.
And then you can walk out there, and what if you take that shower out of your bathroom that's existing, put it in the shed? Boom.
We'll have to think about all this madness.
And yeah, so what do you think of this wine?
It's good.
Yeah?
Like, it's fine.
I feel like there's a weird, I mean, I ate salmon for dinner, so maybe something weird's happening there. It's called Obscura. I don't know if I've ever had something. This is a Petit Verdot. I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
Smells very and tastes very petite.
Tiny?
Yes.
Well, the cork smelled like grape jelly. I thought that was a little odd. But it's not nearly as sweet as I was kind of anticipating.
It's definitely not sweet.
Cellared and bottled by Obscura Wines in Santa Rosa, California. Well, the good news is Brad brought us Girl Scout cookies.
Yep.
So we can have Thin Mints with it.
That I'm being good
This
about
is
not eating.
Very noisy with that wrapper over there. Why don't you just dump them out?
100 days, people. The heat is on.
100 days of no sugar?
Not no sugar.
Okay,
Until I get married.
what about I say to your wedding?
It's really just 100 days?
Yeah, it's just 100 days.
I'm not gonna lie. I went online and ordered like 6 dresses. This is how much I don't want to shop.
My mom did that too, and she didn't like any of them.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just get them on. I'll try them. I'll get them in. I'll try them all on. See if I like any of them. I have time. I can send them back.
Yeah.
Get a different size.
Well,
do
the
whatever.
problem with Chico too, you don't have a whole lot of options, even if you wanted to go shopping.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking for like specific color. Then of course when you go, that's
Right.
the only color you can.
Wait,
They're
what?
like, navy blue's a fall color. We're like, shut up.
Tad, what color are you getting?
I'm going to wear navy blue.
What? You were supposed to get powder blue. You get powder blue, I get bright orange.
Oh, suits. Yes, yes. No, I'm wearing a dress.
Well, I'll,
I have to make sure. So I was like looking at dresses and I was like, I don't want to look too cute.
You can look as cute as
I
you
don't
want.
want to take any of the shine off of Jessye. I want people to I'm just going to be background.
You can look as cute as you want.
What color do you want my hair to be?
I really honestly don't care.
I was going to keep it purple until the fall. And then I was going to go navy blue. But
a match your outfit.
sorry, can you explain to people the look I just gave you?
It was like this excited, like
I
my timeline is changing. How do you feel?
I'm down for whatever. If
can
you want
do
me
it.
to have normal color hair, I will go through the madness of getting it back to a normal color.
You can do it as you want,
Platinum blonde.
but it will be in pictures.
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate. I mean, just me having to be in pictures, period. Maybe I should get on your 100-day diet plan for the wedding, too, as I'm eating cookies.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
Totes.
Okay. So I come back from my vacation.
Oh, God. Here we go. We got to hear all about Brad's vacation.
Actually, I'm skipping to the end.
I do want to hear
I'm-
a little bit
Yeah,
about
we do
your
want to
vacation.
hear about your
Uh,
vacation.
Well, we'll Quentin Tarantino this then.
Okay.
So I get back and I get a text message from my sister, who's, I think she's like maybe 20, if that.
You don't know how old your sister is?
No, I don't
Blake doesn't know how old his little brother is.
The hell?
even.
I do.
And so she's getting married. She just got engaged,
Hey.
and she's like, "Hey, you have to come to my wedding." I'm
Please
like,
don't
"Oh,
tell me it's on the same day as mine.
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's May 22nd." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Next year, right?" She's like, "No, this year."
Oh,
I'm like,
quick.
you just
Going
got,
for it.
Is she
Yeah.
saving herself for marriage? Because that'll make you move the
So- yeah.
timeline up real quick.
Let's get this done.
the brother in me says, yes, that's the reason. The adult in me says, probably not. She's probably been there and done that.
Is she knocked up?
No.
Oh, because that's another reason.
I don't
That's another
know.
Reason to have a real quick wedding.
Shit, I don't know now.
Except for the fact that it's still like
Months.
a couple months away.
Well, first pregnancy, like you could hide that shit pretty good till 5 months.
That's true.
I think it's just because they're one of those that she's kind of like the, I don't give a fuck. It's not going to be that big.
That's what
Who
she'll
cares?
say now.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll get.
Although,
nice
if you
shit.
only give yourself 4 months or whatever, like
You can't really make it that
you
big.
can't do too much.
And she lives in Alaska. Who
Are you
all?
gonna go?
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Luckily, it's after tax
do you have a
season.
plus one?
No. Did
Because
you
I've
wanna?
never been to
Which
Alaska.
one of us you want to?
Why
I've
choose when
never-
I can take both?
I've never been to Alaska. I got family up there. Whereabouts is she? Maybe I can get us a free hookup somewhere to stay.
Wasilla?
Don't know what that means.
That's a place, apparently.
Where's it by?
Mm.
I got family in Juneau, Anchorage, Cordova.
The big cities. Okay.
Trishan has family in Anchorage.
Mm.
Big sister.
Now, you say you have family there, but do you know the family well? Like, hey, we'll stay at your place. Or is it
Yeah.
one of those, like, yeah, I got a family in Arizona,
No,
a cousin that I've met once at a funeral.
I have 2 uncles up there. The grandpa sitch is a little strained probably now. And then my great aunt.
Okay.
But I mean, people I I mean, one of my uncles and my great aunt I talk to, like, and we see them a couple times a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna go back to the beginning. So I went on vacation.
No, you have to work backwards.
Oh God.
So
I
on the 10th day of Disney cruise.
it was I traveled all damn day. 2 stupid flights and a layover in Denver.
Oh, that was
It's
nice.
the only time I've been to Denver is the airport.
Me too.
So I mean, do I really have to go backwards and then go to the beginning?
You said
Say
you're
it
Quentin
however
Tarantino.
you want.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to model our lives after Quentin Tarantino. Not at this point, for sure.
So the first day, traveled from Sac early in the morning. Traveled all the way to Orlando, and then
Son of a bitch.
I think we just went to
Yeah, why did you guys?
Animal
don't
Kingdom.
they go off of the West Coast too?
That's not the one his friends were doing.
I don't know. We were doing the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
So we
Question.
yes, answer.
Did you get any kind of shells or beads braided into your hair while you were gone?
I so thought of it. I tried to get all the girls to do it. I'm like, come on, you could be like Monica, from Friends. None of them really wanted to do it. But I went to Animal Kingdom, and we.
Are you gonna look through pictures to remember what you did?
Wait, you
I'm
went
old.
to Animal Kingdom like
Yes.
like Disney World?
Yeah, because Orlando, Disney World, you have to go. Here,
So
I'll
you
even show
went to Disney World.
You went to
and
Disney World?
Then you went on
Yeah.
a Disney cruise?
Why didn't
Yeah.
I see any pictures on Facebook of Disney World?
Because we
I
went to
didn't see
Animal
any pictures on
Kingdom.
Facebook.
Well, I'm just
didn't
tagged in it.
look.
I didn't put anything in it. So I went to Animal Kingdom in
Pictures on
Disneyland.
your smone are very small.
My small phone.
It's a smone.
It's a smone.
They're much bigger than the one I have with me right now.
That's none.
Any Hoosers. So we saw a bunch of safari animals, like a rhino,
That's just a fluffy unicorn.
a hippopotamus,
That's just
and
a fluffy mermaid.
alligators,
That's just a live handbag.
giraffe. That's just a fictional creature.
Those are robots, dude.
Yeah.
I always, when I was a kid, when everybody, people would say, oh, if you could be an animal, what would you be and why? I'd always say a giraffe because they were hella tall.
And we had these
I always
African
wanted to
cows
fly.
with
Wow.
the huge horns.
That's crazy looking.
African cow. This is just what we make hamburgers out of in Africa. But hey, they look different than yours.
Right? They have hyenas and stuff. Anyway, and then we went
Did they
to. They did not.
And point. They
it's
didn't
not
laugh
even a
and point.
hyena then.
Duh. I mean, there was elephants and two. Oh, anywho.
What I'm asking is, did you flash the hyenas?
No.
Is
and then-
that
Picture with
is that Donald or Daisy?
That's Daisy.
Because I was
look
gonna
at
say.
the eyelashes.
Oh, okay. I can see him now. She had a little eyeshadow.
And
Daisy
Daisy
had a
was.
little thing for Brad, from what I hear.
Yeah, she did. She was like shaking groove her thing. She was like, ooh, and then she was like blowing me kisses and stuff. And it's kind of fun, but then you're little like I'm like, how old are you in there really?
They have to be like a
what
certain
do you-
age, I think.
that.
Right? And please tell me, I hope it's a woman. Well,
No.
it's Disney, so it kind of has to be.
Really?
Not really.
Do they have to be?
Yeah, Disney's kind of they're
Well, it's a-
strict with that.
Princess or something where you aren't like.
Eat.
I think it was a glorious twink.
You hope, but I think
I hope it was.
I don't think
glorious twink.
Disney would allow that. But anyway, then she started
Big
shimmying.
assholes.
They can't
They
hire.
can't
They can't
discriminate.
discriminate.
They
like
can
How?
because if you're
because they run the world.
yes, but it's more like a model. Like, hey, you're modeling for this, so this is the parameters
You're
we need.
inside a fucking mascot costume. How are you modeling?
That's how you get around it.
You know what I heard about the Disney princesses?
Barf.
They only have like that one costume. So if you get through the whole process and they're like, sure, we like you. You have to try the costume on. If it doesn't fit you,
Mhm.
out of luck.
That's rough.
That's
Yeah.
rough.
And if you gain enough weight during it, you're out of there. So that was the first day. Oh, we also went to
I've been giving props to Disney because it seems like they've been coming around on some stuff,
Like what?
Like they got female leads
Oh, yeah, and they just made
In
that
movies
Mexican movie.
that are like empowered themselves and are waiting for a man to save them. Rapunzel saved her own ass and the dude.
Sure,
Frozen.
Moana's
We
kick-ass.
don't need no men.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Moana's kicking ass. What? Are you talking about Elena of Avalor?
No, that one, isn't it a Disney movie? That kid that, it's like, about like, it's like Mexican culture and he goes into like they're like dead.
Coco.
Oh, that movie was so good. I loved
I haven't gotten to see it yet, but
Wait.
I want
Oh
to
my
really
gosh.
bad.
Is it Coco?
Yeah.
The one that just came out?
I went
Yeah.
and watched it. Was that Disney?
Yeah.
Oh. I went and watched it in the theater, and then I was like, I'm going to buy this movie.
Yeah, I want
I
to see it really bad. It looks so cute.
Loved it. So good. So I've been giving them props, but now I lost my train of thought.
You were not giving them props because
So they were coming around.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not allowed to be gay.
You could be gay at Disney. Oh, you can totally be
I
gay,
had a
but
friend
they don't
named Andrew that was
switch
gay,
it.
and he worked at Disney.
But you don't. They
Oh.
don't like if it's a gender like Donald Duck. Donald Duck is always going to be a man. It'll be played by a man. It'll always be a man. They won't. They won't
So
put a
Walt
girl.
Disney didn't learn a thing from Shakespeare.
Right.
Apparently not.
That's all. Shakespeare only had one option. They wouldn't
So
let
do you
women
think if
be in it.
he had
That's
more
right.
options, he'd just be like, no, you're out. Not doing that.
No, I'm saying only men could be in the plays.
Yeah.
Men had to play women.
That's true. Any Hoosers.
Interesting.
Getting back to
I still feel like
some
there was
trip.
more to the point of that, but go ahead.
I've had more to say, but it's gone.
I'll think about it.
Okay. So then I also went to the Pandora Park, which is what do you call it? The Avatar stuff.
What?
You know the movie Avatar?
The
I
blue
try
people?
not to think about it.
Well, that was a good movie. Yes, the blue people.
I just really care about 0% about Avatar.
The sex trees.
I only care about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's right.
Ooh.
Oh man, did I tell you Remy got so hard into that for a while. It was great.
I was so hard into it for a while.
I know we had
Jake and I waited in line to
we
see
had
the
the
movie.
whole discussion about how they effed the movie
How
up
they effed the
so
movie.
bad.
Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Screw Alon.
Right?
I don't know. To change it.
M. Night, shut the fuck up. How's that for
M. Night.
It's a good
Don't
one.
make another movie ever again.
Alon?
Along.
Okay, your vacation. What else exciting?
I
did you do?
see
Ocean?
white beaches and blue ocean.
Yes, this
Turquoise seas.
Are you tan?
is. Do I look tan?
That's
No.
as tan as he
No,
gets.
Yeah.
You don't tan?
I don't really tan.
He's a freckler.
Like, not on like
I freckle too.
like I'd have to get burned and then I tan.
See, that used to be my case. I used to have a burn, then it would fade to a tan. Now my burns just fade back to white.
I was looking at my very pasty legs the other day, and I was like, I don't even care. I'm so sick of like you have to look like this.
Did I tell you when I was trying on my wedding dress? So my wedding dress came in. I was trying it on, a little try-on appointment, and the lady was like, this looks so good with your skin. You're so tan. And I was like, excuse me?
Did you start to weep? Thank you so much.
I laughed out loud.
Is she
I looked back and I was like,
colorblind?
Are you looking at me? And I was like,
who are you talking to?
I'm like, that's the nicest compliment you could ever give this Norwegian Irish girl. And then she's like, no, you do look tan. I'm like, I wear a lot of bronzer because I literally look like a ghost if I don't.
That's
Okay,
great.
sorry. So that was my compliment I got.
Is that zinc on your nose?
No, it's just a bunch of. I put I gooped on the sunscreen so I wouldn't get burned.
You're the old man at the beach.
Are you
that
wearing a
puts
shirt
bunch-
in that picture?
No.
No, that's all.
I thought you had on like a purple shirt
Nope, that's just
from angle, it looks like a lavender shirt. Apparently, it's just gobs of sunscreen.
It just gobs the sunscreen. Yeah, I was literally
Even
like
on
that.
your body?
Huh?
Well, you didn't even let yourself get tan.
You didn't
No,
put it on.
no.
Why did you make a t-shirt line though? Is what I'm confused about.
I just
But
forgot
you
the neck.
rubbed it on your body?
Well, I mean, look at that's
body.
that's me. That's all me. This is all Brad's naked body.
Dude,
You missed your neck.
that looks like you
did.
failed at Photoshop or something.
It looks like you have a purple shirt on.
Well, I didn't want to get burnt. I have done
If
the.
you were gonna Photoshop that, come on. Like, you could have made yourself tan.
You
and,
should have
like,
got some tinted sunscreen and been like, "Ooh, look at how
Ooh.
tan I am."
No, like because I've done the whole go on vacation, second day, sit out in the sun, burn, and then hate the rest of my vacation
Yeah,
because
I've
I'm
been
like,
there. Been there, done that.
Also, skin cancer is real, folks.
real.
So PSA, make it look like you got a purple shirt on,
yeah,
because Brad
Oh,
ain't
you
dying
dressed
from
up as a
skin
pirate one night? Okay.
yeah, because it was pirate night.
There's a pirate night.
There was a
Oh my
pirate
gosh, that sounds
night.
like so much fun.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean pirate night?
That's Pirates
Yes,
of the
Okay.
Caribbean.
it doesn't matter how you pronounce it. It's cool.
It's not the same thing. It's Disney. It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
I mean, it says it right there. Pirates
Did
in
you
the
get-
Caribbean.
Did you get laid?
No,
Oh. I thought you were going to try to, like, find a little worker bee.
Daisy
a
Duck.
worker bee. No, I didn't find anyone.
I feel like you might not be telling us the
I know.
truth.
He's like,
No,
Your hand doesn't count.
I was in the. Okay, so I don't think I was literally alone unless I was taking a shower. So, and no, I
But-
didn't do it in the shower.
Well, I was gonna say, but like, it's a cruise ship. Like, do you have like kind of unlimited hot water?
It's very finicky, so kind of, yeah.
I feel like they'd have to have like instant hot water or something. Like, what are they?
Yeah, but it's one of those like, you move the shower just a little bit to cold to try to, and it's like,
Right.
oh, now it's freezing. Oh god, and then you move it to hot, and it's like now scalding hot, and you're just like, so once you find that happy medium, you're like, oh fuck it, this is good enough.
just
the happy medium should be good enough.
scrub and get the hell out before something changes.
Exactly.
I see girls in bikinis
No, that's a guy dressed as a pirate doing a play.
in the
Tab
audience.
is having a hard time interpreting these pictures.
I know she is.
It's a Simone.
So do you not get seasick?
No, I get nauseated the first day, like
How
out
many
at
cruises
sea.
have you been on?
Well, that's how many cruises? 2.
I've never
How
cruised.
many times have I
I've
been
never
on boat?
cruised.
A lot.
I've been on lots of boats. Ocean boats?
Yeah, I haven't been on a lot of ocean boats.
I don't trust ocean boats.
But it's just like the first day, just kind of like this doesn't feel good. But I don't throw up. I don't really get sick. I mean, I still eat a whole bunch on the ship and be okay.
Does it help if you get drunk?
Yes.
Because then you're
Did
just
you
like,
get drunk a lot?
I got tipsy pretty good times.
Pretty good times.
I mean, I'm at the point of life where being
don't
like
get drunk
blackout drunk is just not a fun thing.
Blake was really frustrated with me the other night because we had like nothing, it's a long weekend and there was one
Right.
night where we like weren't doing anything. We were just going to hang out and watch Riverdale. And I was like, let's have one of like our old school nights where we just like get drunk together, He's like, let's do it, right? So we go get something to drink. I had like maybe 3 drinks.
And you're
And
like,
he was
I'm
like,
sleepy.
and Blake has no issue getting drunk, right? So
Mhm.
he's like drunk. He's like,
This was your idea.
you stink. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just have just no reason
Yeah.
to.
No. I like it. Get a good buzz and just be on
Right.
your way. Yeah.
I don't want another repeat of what happened last year for St. Patty's Day.
That was
Blake is-
you.
Well, Blake's lifelong dream was to go to Riley's when they open at 5. Because
A.M.
yes, because
God.
on St. Patrick's Day apparently they used to do that, and that was always Blake's dream. But he's always worked on Saturdays since he's been 21, right?
Right.
Or on St. Patrick's Day. It's not always on a Saturday.
Mhm.
But it's on a Saturday.
It is
this
on
year.
Saturday this year, and he doesn't work. So he's like, I'm going to fulfill my lifelong dream of
Oh,
going to Riley's at
gosh.
5 in the morning. And I'm like, freaking cool. Like, go for it. And then he told me yesterday, he's like, you want to know what sucks? Like, what? It's like, they don't open at 5 anymore. They open at 10. And I'm like,
Oh, dear God, the 5 hours more.
I'm like, I'm so sorry, babe.
He can come over at my house. We can start drinking at 5 a.m. And then he can go to Riley's and I'll just go back to bed.
I've done that before, which is amazing. Those are the good times where it's not one of those like, I gotta go to work and then I come home and then I get super drunk and black out and die.
Yeah.
Where before it's like, I got the day off. I'm gonna drink at like 8 o'clock, get pretty drunk, maybe pass out, wake up around like 3 o'clock and start drinking some more.
Yeah.
Good times.
Okay, so what else great happened?
They race babies.
What?
Yeah. So they put them on the mat, and you had one partner to like put the baby down, and
like,
then
are these people's babies?
yeah, they're people. It's their baby that they signed up to do this.
Live human babies.
Live human babies.
I feel like that's wrong. It's probably international waters and they can do whatever they want.
That's kind of how it goes. Then we gave the babies a gun and made them Russian roulette, but you know, it's a different story. But yeah, one parent on one side, the other parent on the other side, jingling keys and things like that, calling their name and trying to get them whatever baby past the finish line first wins. Most of them were like some of the
so it's not like a slide that they're like dropping their. Okay.
No. Wow, you're going to dark places. It's like literally a mat.
I'm getting like. I feel like this is gonna end in some kind of like cockfighting situation.
No, like they're like put the baby on the ground. They didn't drop it. They just set the baby on the ground.
And then whoever baby moves quickest.
Well, they had a little track, as you can see here. This is the track.
A little track.
And
this is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
The saddest thing was that it was the parents that like, here's my cell phone, and then like would start moving the cell phone across the kids were just crawling like hell, and I was
like yes,
yeah,
finally.
And I was like, by the way, the kids cannot be walking.
Okay.
Like they have to be baby age.
So I was gonna say something really awful.
You can't talk to your walking child and be like, you just don't walk, just crawl. You gotta crawl. Break their baby kneecaps. So
You want to be an Olympian, don't you?
Pull some Tanya Harding people.
Exactly. One of the best people on the cruise was I'm gonna call him the cheermaster. Oh. He would always do he'd be the guy that's hey everybody, all right, we're gonna start this dance party, and he's the guy on the microphone, and his name was.
He would just randomly start dance parties.
Well, I wouldn't know about him. I mean,
what else are you gonna do after your baby race?
That's freaking awesome. If somebody came up to me and been like,
let's start
time
this
for a dance party, I'd be like,
all right,
yeah, it is.
We're down.
Well, and his name's Tony, and he at the very end of everything, he'd be like, all right, thank you very much. My name's Tony. # Tony. And it's like, and we would always be like, yes. So that just became like, all right, let's get this party started. # Tony. All right. And it's like, oh my gosh.
# Tony.
Greatest guy.
Oh my gosh.
Went to a towel folding. Learned to do like origami towels. Did that on one day on the cruise.
Wild. Is that an elephant?
That
I'm not
is
sure
a dinosaur.
If you're selling me
that's a
on
dinosaur.
Cruises
I know.
Well, this was the one day we didn't do anything.
Okay.
This was our day of relaxation, which is kind of the last day. The other day, sorry, I just kind of skipped most of the beach stuff that I did. Went to Castaway Key.
And you're telling me about towel folding and
Yeah. What about the beach stuff?
Oh,
Did
sorry.
You get to sit on the beach and
I got to sit on the
drinks?
beach and drink Bahama Mamas until I passed out.
Did you pass out for real?
No, I didn't really pass out. I just kept drinking. There's not a whole lot of alcohol in Bahama Mamas, so enough to get me buzzed, but not enough to do the damage.
Okay.
cool.
Then they had we went fed stingrays.
Oh, that's fun.
And petted them and then snorkeled with them.
What did you feed them?
Little fishies?
Little bits of fish and some shrimp. And they had this
they like shrimp too.
They had
we
this
could be friends.
weird device where it had a ramp, and some lady would kind of stand in the middle. It'd have a ramp on one side. It'd go up and sit at a little bit below the water. and then on the other side, and then just go around her like this, and then there was another ramp on the other side. And so what you do is you put the food right there on the ramp, or like right on the little platform in front of her, and the stingrays would go up, eat the food. You can go on by and just start petting them and whatever, and then they go on out. And usually
Were there
there's
stingers there?
no, they take the barbs off of them and stuff. So
Is that humane?
Probably not. You want a leg removed so we can pet you? Sorry.
they're kept in.
I understand Disney's trying to protect anyone from getting Steve Irwin.
Yeah, I mean they're kept in captivity, and they grow back.
Mm-hmm. That's what they always say.
And then let's see. Then we went to. That was on. That
How
was
many
at
beaches did you go to? How many countries did you go to?
one.
How many
We went to
Bahamas were you at?
Well, we went to Nassau. Yeah. And
Are you asking me? Because
no,
know
yeah,
how
I know
about
how your geography. Yeah. Went to Nassau, and then
What
we.
do you guys do on Disney songs? Oh my god,
It
you
was-
needed me. I saw that thing. I saw the Instagram about Disney songs. And I'm like, they needed me.
Well, the what I was hoping it was gonna be wasn't what it was. Like I'm
No.
like the things that I'm worst at are what is the title of that song
Oh shit.
Right.
and fill in the lyrics.
Oh, I could do fill in the lyrics.
And I'm like, unless someone starts singing it in the
Except
tune.
they always do really obscure ones.
Yeah, and she like had the lyrics up, and then she was playing like written
different music.
and then she was playing different music in the background, which then
Oh,
you
I
can't
can't
even
do.
sing it in your head.
Can't do that.
It was so confusing, and it was like her version of Disney. So it wasn't like Disney throughout the ages. It was like 90s Disney. So all the questions were about like Mulan and Hercules and stuff. I'm like, I've never even seen those movies.
They did some
Okay,
old
so
ones
I
in the
coulda done
beginning.
Great.
A couple.
Yeah.
I know lots of Mulan songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
you probably could.
So did the
Let's
nerds.
get down to business.
See?
Yeah. So did the nerds at the table next to us.
To
Who
the
won?
Defeat
The
the
Huns.
Huns. Yes.
Dear Lord.
Did they send us daughters? It's okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell me about your.
That's what happened.
I'll
That's
stop.
exactly what happened.
Yeah, so went to there, then we went to Castaway Cay, which is a Disney-owned island.
Oh shit.
Of course, Disney owns its own island.
That's okay.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. Although the beaches were phenomenal there. I was like, did you import this sand? What is this?
Probably.
Is this coarse?
They-
Yeah,
you
this was
might have.
fine. And they had the little area that had little obstacle courses that look like it's something from Wipeout, that show,
Oh.
where you can like climb up this huge.
You know, my
dangerous
gay
thing.
friend that worked at Disney was also on Wipeout.
You're friends with Dieter? Not Dieter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Deaver.
Yes. Thank you.
He was my most best friend in high school. He wasn't gay in high school at the time.
Or he was, and he just hadn't told anyone.
Well, that's true.
Well, he had a couple of girlfriends, so.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean he
that doesn't
wasn't
mean
gay.
he wasn't gay.
Yeah,
I know,
true.
but like, I didn't know that.
Right. But yeah, I actually went to Disneyland with him one time. Hey, Hoosers. Well, I met him there.
We know the same people.
Mm-hmm.
We went to lunch every Tuesday.
Oh.
At Taco Bell?
No.
Sorry.
I don't really know where we went.
Couldn't resist.
He was literally like my best friend in the whole world.
Oh.
We would talk on the phone at night.
Shout out.
Shout out Andrew Deaver.
Yeah.
Love the kid. Haven't seen him probably in 10 years.
It's been a while, I think.
I bet he listens to podcasts.
I hope. Yeah, then
I bet
Got-
he doesn't listen to our podcast.
if you wish it, it'll come into fruition or whatever.
That's right. That's right. The secret.
Then we got drunk on the ship, and they had this little game that you could play, which is like investigation, and you had different, I guess, missing objects you can go find or try to solve a crime.
We play that game every time we get drunk. It's like, where am I keys? What happened to my credit card last night?
Well, this was like
Where's my
I
purse?
play the what happens to my
phone.
credit card every time after I'm drunk.
Yeah.
well,
Because
this,
I don't ever want to bring a purse, so I always have it in my pocket.
And then it just wiggles its way out.
Bad news bears, y'all.
Yeah.
I feel much more comfortable with you sitting down.
thank you.
Yeah, you were intimidating us.
Well, I was gonna eat cookies, but then I'm talking and
You were
I'm hovering.
mansplaining Disney cruises.
And sharing pictures.
I'm just teasing.
And then we got back, and by the way, the first day on land,
How many days were you on the ship?
like completely on the ship or just during the cruise?
Yeah, either. Like how many?
When did you board the ship
And when
get
did you
off
get
the
off?
ship?
I know
We
that
boarded-
you had pit stops, but
4 days.
okay.
We left Monday and returned Friday.
How many different islands did you go to?
How did you take a vacation during tax season?
Right?
I thought that was a big no-no.
It is a big no-no. My boss told me don't ever do it again. So I just sucked it up and took the lashings and then said, don't worry, whatever needs to be done, I'll get done. Don't worry about it. And then he's like, okay. And then I get back and I come to find out I had an audit the next day. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's fine. I come back and do a little bit of tax work and then look at the calendar. I'm like, oh, so tomorrow I have an audit. Cool. Yay.
Cool.
Cool. Not cool at all.
Not cool at all. Yeah, and then we went to Disney Springs for a day.
What does that mean?
Disney Springs is like, it's got a bunch of shops and yummy foods.
It's not like Hot Springs?
No,
So
It's
like
just-
downtown Disney.
Is it like Radiator Springs?
something like
bigger.
that. Something like that, yeah. More spread out.
Like a town.
Just because it's Disney doesn't mean it's a whole town, but
I feel like if you go to Florida, you like walk over the border and then it's like Disney.
Disney owns it.
Disney and Pitbull.
Of course.
Pitbull. It's a little wide. Oh man, who told me that they were getting? Oh, so my coworker's son just got a baby pitbull.
Oh, just,
He just got a baby.
he just got one.
He just got
okay.
one.
Found one. It was sitting on the corner. He was like, "Guess I'm gonna take it." No, he just got like a puppy, a pit bull, and I was like, "What did he name him?" And she said he named him like Brutus, I think. But I was like,
That's
"Oh
a good
man."
Pitbull name.
It is a cute pit bull name, but he really missed the opportunity to name him
Pitbull.
This Is My Pit Bull featuring Ludacris. He should have
Oh.
named him featuring Ludacris.
Featuring Ludacris.
That's a Big Mouth reference.
Love
Yes.
So great.
Oh, and then the last day we went to Discovery Cove, which is just
Pirates.
it's just a place in Florida that's like a not a Disney owned, like a SeaWorld owned, I believe.
Supposedly.
Yeah, exactly. But it has like the biggest.
Shell Corporation.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has like the biggest lazy river I've ever been on. It was
I
amazing.
so badly want to go down a lazy river.
Like a nice float.
I
And-
haven't been floating.
Without the drunk,
yeah.
rapids, everybody dies, the
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Yeah, there was like a what do you call it? Like you go underneath waterfalls. They have an area where there's
Oh, so I gotta get wet?
yeah.
Okay, I don't want to go anymore.
We don't want our
Wow.
hair and makeup to get messed up. We just want to float and drink.
Yeah, well, floating you can't really. It's not like a
Kidding, I
huge
don't care.
floating thing. Like there's no inner tubes. There's noodles. You can float on the noodles.
Or your body floats?
Mm-hmm.
You have to try to keep your body.
You have to
above
keep
water
your head
the whole
above
Well,
time.
water.
The longest
yeah.
lazy river you've ever heard of?
Experienced?
Yeah.
You have to keep your head up the whole time? That doesn't sound like a lazy river. That sounds like a river of
That
work.
sounds like yeah.
Wow. I said they give away noodles and life jackets.
They give away noodles.
Yeah, I want to look like a nerd floating down the river in a life jacket.
Every
Hi, guys!
actually, in
I didn't want to work so hard on this. This lazy river.
Like, can I get a life jacket and 3 noodles? I'm gonna put 2 behind my head and 1 under my knees.
Okay,
And
well,
then cup holder. You can use the end of the noodle for as a beer holder.
several things. You can't drink in the river.
Ah,
What's
shit.
the point?
2,
Fuck this lazy
you can't get in.
Fuck this lazy river of work.
You can't get into the river unless you either have A, a life jacket, or B, a wetsuit.
Oh,
How
what?
is a wetsuit gonna save you?
Or make you float. You just
It's
Those
not-
are 2 like diametrically opposed things. Why are those the 2 requirements? So let's say, like, okay, it's snowing.
Wait, so
you
you
need
could
to have
have
4-wheel drive or a clown in your car.
So you could have no wetsuit, just a life vest.
Buck ass
Okay,
naked.
okay. I
But
should
then
probably.
why would you need a why?
I should.
Why wouldn't you need a life vest if you had on a wetsuit?
Okay,
Like,
hold on.
How does that?
Let me rephrase this.
Negate.
We call them life vests, but they're not like a saving. It's not life saving jacket. It's like basically a wetsuited jacket or vest, because it's for fat people. That's what it is. It's a fat man vest who can't fit into wetsuits. It's not an actual life saving thing. Like it's. Don't ask me what it's for.
So it's a water vest.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it.
It's like the neoprene things you get your dogs when you take them hunting and it's cold.
Probably. I don't know.
But
What's the
Brad's
point
not
of it?
taking his dog hunting.
why?
I don't know. I go. I follow the rules. I float.
Did you
I
get a
enjoy-
wetsuit or did you get the little vest?
Wetsuit, of course.
And then did you pee in it to stay warm?
Why would I pee in it to stay warm?
I did that
That's
when
what-
the one time I ever
that's
wore
what
a
you
wetsuit.
do.
Oh, by the way, this water is not cold. It's 75 degrees in the water,
That's my kind of lazy river now.
and like
Yep.
no, excuse
But
me,
Why
it's
do you
85.
have to wear a wetsuit?
Don't fucking understand.
Is
but
it so you don't like scrape your knee on?
Contaminate the water. I could be for
I
that.
would
Contaminate
put-
the water.
I would take opt for the vest, and then as soon as I'm away, I just slip that shit right off.
Woo! Free boob it.
They have lifeguards because it's
Motherfucking
because
life.
it's so long. They have it like positioned all throughout.
Nazis.
Don't invite me to this lazy river.
Doesn't sound like sounds like a river of rules and regulations.
Well, I also got to swim with the dolphins there.
In the
lazy-
river?
Not in the river, in a different area. In a
Well, then fuck the lazy river. Why are you even telling us
Why
about
are you defending the lazy river?
Not lazy river. It's just a river. It's a required outfit river
sure. Okay.
with no booze or floating devices.
How long are you on this thing?
The cruise?
No,
The
the
river.
river.
Oh, like a good half an hour to
Holy
45
shit, that's
minutes?
too long to not have a drink and be in a wetsuit.
Well, you can get out and drink.
I feel like
They,
I'm
like-
getting very rashy just thinking about it.
They're like you can. It's not like you're stuck. You're like ah.
Who wore that wetsuit before you?
Well, you can
And
get
did
in
they
and-
pee in it to keep warm?
You can get in and out of the lazy river.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point of this.
Because as Jessye so pointed out that she wants a drink. Well, you can get out of the river. There's a bar right
Do they
there.
have a swim up bar?
No. If you can't-
They're not doing anything right.
If you can't drink in the water, you think they're gonna have a swim up bar?
Yeah.
On
with
the cruise they
This is why
did.
Mexico is better than all else.
On the cruise they
Hey,
had
no
that.
rules.
That's why I keep. It's like really a bummer that Blake is going to Mexico like right after our honeymoon because
Oh,
I've like
yeah.
come to the point where I'm like I'd rather go to Mexico for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
It's so much better shit. They've got all those like all inclusive hotels.
Yeah.
It's way cheaper. They've got all those freaking swim up bars.
What are you watching?
Hawaii's for rich like old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, I don't know. It depends on what you want to do. If you're like very touristy, I'm going to go like to all these spots and hike these mountains and do all these activities.
Right.
Then I think Hawaii's more
Which I'm
your
not opposed
jam.
to. I'm like, we'll go on hikes and shit. That's fine. And then we've decided, because a lot of people told us to go to Maui, but most of the people that told us to go to Maui were Blake's older friends at work.
Old rich people.
And so, like, Maui's more, like, relaxed, right? And I think, so we're going to end up going to Oahu because they have more of, like, a party scene.
Yes.
So at least we can, like, go out at night and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna go to Hawaii, we might as well do that instead of like go home at 9 o'clock.
If I'm gonna go on vacation somewhere like tropical, I literally want to like sit on a beach with a drink for a whole week.
Well, that's
and
what I wanted
just
too.
not move or
That's what I
have
wanted
anywhere to
too.
be. Like, oh, you want to go get some food? We'll get some food. But like otherwise, just chill.
But the problem is it's so populated.
And I always say that, but have you ever seen me just chill?
No.
Okay, what's this picture you're showing me?
So that's the dolphin and the suits.
You were with children?
Oh,
Yes, I was with children. What did you
Dude,
expect? I was.
just figured it out. You have to wear the suits so the dolphins don't rape you.
You
Look
get
at
a.
those dolphin teeth.
Yeah, you can give
Look
the
at that
dolphin.
dolphin nose. How'd that fill up the butt?
I don't know. I kissed it though.
Wait, how do you know these people?
He went with his friends and their kids, remember?
Yeah,
Oh, these are your friends?
yeah. These two girls are my friends, and
Who's this guy?
They
that's
look way too
this
nice
is
to be
her
your
whole
friends.
family. Her family.
Oh,
I'm teasing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
They're co-workers and they just work together.
this kid's not looking at the camera.
That's what he does.
They're co-workers of yours, or they're
No,
co-workers?
they're co-workers.
Gotcha. And then do you know them both, or you
Yes.
know one better than the other?
Well, I know one better than the other.
And so where were they like this? Where was this chick like? I'm gonna go on a cruise with my family. Let me
She's
invite
like a-
my coworker and Brad.
She is
Was she trying to hook you up
dis-
with her coworker?
No. Oh, my
She's
God.
cute.
Oh, Jesus Christ! The questions.
Do you like the girl? He
Does
didn't get
Jesus-
laid, so
Does Jesus have anything to do with it? I
He
don't know.
does. You always got to have Jesus.
Maybe that's why I didn't get laid.
Jesus had to be between you two.
Leave some room for
Anywho,
Does she listen to this podcast?
I don't know. I don't think so.
She will now after we
Brad kissed a dolphin.
Facebook stalker.
Brad didn't kiss that hot chick, but he kissed a dolphin.
Aw, it's so cute. You have little boy kissy face.
Okay, so wait, who's
do.
this girl? Cause she cute.
Look at
Oh
how
my
he
gosh.
cradles that dolphin's chin.
They tell you that's how you, because the dolphin knows by movements. So if you go
Precious.
like that, it'll put its head there.
Oh,
my
So that's how you
gosh.
have to kiss it.
gotcha.
I didn't just call like this. It's not
Let's
like
just all forget that dolphins are the meanest animals on the whole planet.
The meanest,
and kiss
rapiest.
them.
and then I got to ride it.
Your face
So
is
like
priceless.
God.
I know, right? So one hand's on the back fin and or like on the top fin, the other hand's on his actual fin, and the thing just kind of takes you. And I'm like, yeah. I know.
Do you remember those commercials with like the doll that was your size? My buddy. My buddy. Look at the look on
Gosh.
Brad's face. He's like,
I know. He's like,
my friend. Just me and my pal hanging out.
You people are the worst.
okay, this girl though.
Oh
yeah,
my
what's
gosh.
up with the girl?
I don't know. She's a friend. Known her long time.
She's single?
I believe so.
Okay, so you were on a cruise with this girl for how long and you don't know?
I'm assuming she's single.
Because you guys made out?
Mm-mm.
This is not the juicy story we were hoping for.
I mean, I can make up lies if that's
He's
what
not
you
gonna
women
tell
want.
us. He's gonna, as soon as we turn off the microphones, he's gonna be like, "So guys, guess what?"
This is gonna be one of those situations where we're gonna know Brad for so long, and then one day he's just gonna call us and be like, "I'm getting married next month."
I know. We're gonna be like, "To who?" My girlfriend. We've been together for 3 years.
You guys never listen to me.
You're always asking about the other girls I'm not with.
And we'll be like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Like you guys.
Is there something in your wine?
No, I just got a hair in my mouth.
Oh,
Okay, because
I
you
was
started
like,
doing that with the other cup. You started like poking at
No,
it,
there
and
was
then you
one
started
piece
drinking.
of like foil
Okay.
in my first cup.
Well, that surprises me because I used the foil cutter.
I don't know if it was foil. That's just what I assumed, and
But-
it disappeared anyway.
What
so
if
I don't
this
know where-
wine comes with tiny shards of metal in it?
Oh yeah.
That's what I like to feel.
I have a story
Okay.
about
Wow.
my wedding
Sup?
because booze and I do's. So I'm very thankful because the photographer that I have was so accommodating with me about like not making everything so traditional and like
Mhm.
everybody else does things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I met with him because I needed to know what time the ceremony started
Right.
so I could order wedding invitations. And obviously what happens with him the whole day beforehand
Right.
really affects what time that ceremony happens. So we met, and I was like telling him, I'm like, I'm really like not doing anything like uber traditional, right? I told him that we were gonna, because he asked if we were gonna do first looks, and I was like, yeah, but I wouldn't really call it first looks, like we're getting together so that we can say our vows ahead of time. And he's like, whoa.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
That's cute. Okay.
Just Blake and I.
That's nice.
And the photographer.
Nice.
Well, because I told him, I was like, I didn't really want this big thing. I really would have rather had this small thing. So this is like my mini elopement
Right.
inside of this big old wedding. And I said, also don't really think that 130 people need to hear my deepest, darkest love.
Be there, and we could just actually marry you guys then, and then no stress, because it's already done.
I did think about that.
Secret style. Brad, cut this out.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna be like wearing like half dress, half suit. That way I could be both the maid of honor and the man.
He's gonna just turn.
Exactly.
No, that's really cute. I like that.
So we're gonna do that. And he was like, do you not want me to be there for that? And I was like, you can hear it. I was like, it's not that there's like not, like I don't want anybody to hear it. I just don't think
doesn't have to be
130
everyone
people need to hear it.
Yeah.
And
what if I want to hear it?
Too bad.
You'll get to hear the
You'll get to hear
same
the
thing
clean
everybody else
version.
says. It's not gonna be dirty.
I'm joking.
I mean, who knows? It is Blake. But so then I was telling him,
good God, Blake, if you're listening, do not make part of your vows, please. I like to fuck.
She's just kidding. Put that in.
So then I was telling him, like, after the ceremony, when we go to take pictures, that's what typically happens. Everybody's gonna start eating dinner because we're doing that taco truck, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. So like, just
the Taco Bell taco truck.
Right. So just start eating. Like, you don't have to freaking wait for me. It's not like this big formal event where we all need to like eat together. And he was like, well, what if we just try to get all the pictures in before the ceremony? And I'm like, I'm a big fan of that idea. And he's like, yeah, we just like, so we'll take pictures of like you before. We'll meet Blake wherever you want to do your little vow thing. We'll do the vows. We'll meet. So we're doing our vows at our house in our living room.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's like, then we'll meet downtown and like take pictures with all the like bridesmaids and all that madness. Then we'll go to the venue, tell your family to be there a little bit early. We'll take your family pictures, get married, and then you just go party.
That's honestly like the way to do it. Like, I hate when you're like
waiting and waiting and
yes,
waiting and
we
waiting.
went.
It's so stressful, and honestly, the photographer. It's so stressful because you're so crunched to get that time, and then you have all this family there that are there waiting, and people start popping up, going like, "Oh, I want to get pictures with you," and so it's like you have this plan of that the bride's given you. I want pictures with my grandparents, my parents, all of us together. Both sides. Pictures with Blake's parents, Blake's grandparents. Do that stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, here comes great aunt so-and-so sneaking in. We need a picture. And it turns in this crazy thing. Yeah.
So I
love it.
I love this idea. Let's freaking do it.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
That'll be
good.
fun.
Should be. I went to one where it was in July and super hot outside. We had to wait 2 hours after the wedding while they were
2 hours.
Yeah.
That's like not that uncommon.
And then once they did get there, like
and then
half the people left, and then the other
there was. And then they show up, and then you have dinner, and then you have cake, and then and it's just this turns into. I've done weddings where it's like 12 hours. I'm working 12 hours straight, like without a break.
I mean, we hired him for 12 hours.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's starting at 9:45, and he's like, I'll pretty much be there until you. Because, like, we're pretty much, I told him, I'm like, we're really going to wrap up, like, at 10-ish. I'm like, I'm assuming most people are going to be gone by that point anyways. Right. The people that are left over, we'll just say.
They're drunk and passed out.
Well, that, or, like, if you want to keep partying, we're going to go downtown.
Right.
And, like, go to the bar and stuff. So.
You guys would.
Well,
I
also
think it's great.
we got a hotel that night, a Hotel Diamond, so we're gonna go
Ooh.
downtown anyways.
Yeah.
Just you two?
Yeah. No, everybody. No, just us.
That's cool.
So
That sounds fun.
yeah,
I
That-
love it.
that made me excited.
So now
that
you
little
have like a little
plan.
more game plan.
Yeah.
How things go with the florist. Oh, by the way, remember when we were talking about how Flowers by Rochelle was just such a generic
Mm-hmm.
generic name? I saw the best name for a florist shop ever the other day.
Okay.
It was in
Flowers
Chico.
from Rochelle.
Flowers delivered by
No,
Michelle?
I feel like it was on Instagram, and I don't know where it was, but it was you know how like there's a philanthropist
Mm-hmm.
and there's also a florist. They're a floranthropist. I was like, that's so great. I like a good
I
pun.
wonder if they gave some money.
I don't
like some
know.
of their proceeds to something.
Mm.
But it was like a play on words, and I was like, that's cute. That's unique and interesting.
Flowers by Rochelle. That's my favorite. What is Adam doing out there?
I don't know. Making a bunch of ruckus. So, flowers are set?
Flowers are set. Okay. The
Food?
flowers that are set are, like
Bouquets.
my bouquet, bridesmaids bouquets, and like
Boutonnieres.
corsages and boutonnieres, and that's all we like paid the florist for.
Not like centerpieces.
Yeah,
that
the
kind of stuff.
centerpieces and stuff.
Or you're going to make that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna decide to do is going to require a lot of white vases.
Okay.
Specifically with
collecting?
a smaller opening at the top.
Okay.
Because I just want to put like one or two like
Right, like
sprigs of
stem
eucalyptus.
vases.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So start collecting.
Yeah.
Anywhere I can find them.
sure.
You're going to have so many white vases. You get me on a project.
I know it's gonna be great.
I told your mom the other day, I'm like, I'm serious. You know that I go overboard on everything I do. I'm like, give me some projects for the bridal shower. I will take care of them. I will go over the top. And I'm like, and if you don't give me stuff to do and I don't spend my time doing that, I'm going to waste it doing something else. Like, I always have a project going. So you might as well put me to work. She's like, okay.
And I'm so thankful because my mom's like, how much do you want to know about this? I'm like, I really don't need to know anything about, like, I don't need to be in charge of this at all. So,
Right. No, that's great. But
you guys do whatever the hell you want to do.
that's
and
very
thank
much
you.
like a credit
Yeah.
to you being like, you know, I'm going to relax and enjoy this thing that people are doing for me instead
Yeah.
of I'm going to control it and it has to be like this and it has to, you know, look this way and be this theme. And
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah, I honestly know nothing about it. I just know the date and who's invited because I had to give them our guest list.
Yeah, you had to be like, oh, these people should come. That's cool. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
fun. Well, and food set
Yeah. So, and actually,
and DJ set.
the DJ set
Man, you got like the big stuff.
the big stuff. Yeah,
It's knocked out. The dress is set.
the dress is set.
We're still not sure about Men's Warehouse.
No, I think we're actually. I'm gonna sign up on one of those online things. They
You like
have-
send them all the tux measurements,
yeah.
pick out what you want, send it to you, send it back.
Yeah.
I
The-
love
the
the
one that I-
world. I love
yeah.
the internet.
I know the one that I found because a lot of them is like we send it to you like Thursday or Friday before, right?
Right.
And
Which then
then-
it's like, oh no,
And you
what
gotta
if
ship it back Monday. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's really kind of nerve wracking because you've never seen the suit. You like,
right?
what if it doesn't fit or like something insane, right? So this one that I found, they'll give you a free trial. So they'll send you the suit for 3 days, like months beforehand, so you can try it
Nice.
on and whatnot. Just the grooms, they won't send you everybody's, right?
Right.
And then
But if the rest of them have high waters, who cares? It's not their wedding.
right, and then when they send them to you, you get them like 2 weeks before,
Oh.
so that if anything's like super wrong, there's
You have
time to
time.
tell them like this totally doesn't fit me.
Right. You sent me a child's tuxedo, and it's
Right.
supposed to be a man's.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so
How
I think
great.
we'll do that
I love it.
because Men's Warehouse is a no go for me.
They really just don't know how to keep their shit together, do they?
Holy majoli.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? Had they already called me back?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that
Yeah.
same day after you went, and you're like, what the hell?
I think they called me again too.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
a week later, and I was like, goodbye. Police.
I'm going to take a lesson from you guys and remember that communication is very important in any relationship.
Yeah. I still have to get 100% set on cake. But
Are you in love with cake?
well, so we're gonna do donut.
Are you excited about wedding cake? Because that's what I was going to say. Like, isn't there something you love more than cake?
Yeah, we're gonna order donuts.
That's amazing.
From the donut neck because I like donuts way more than cake. And then
So fun.
my aunt, she's not really my aunt, my mom's best friend. I call her my Aunt Mary.
Mhm.
You know Mary.
Yeah.
She said that she'd make cakes, but she's also kind of having some health issues. So she was like, as long as I'm standing, I'll make them. And I'm like,
Aw.
okay, well, I don't really want to like put that pressure on you.
Right. And so, are you interested in having a wedding cake, or is that you feel that society expects a wedding cake?
What I think I want is,
Because couldn't you just get a big ass donut and you guys could cut into it?
yeah, we probably won't even cut into it. I don't think I'm gonna do that weird tradition thing.
I love that you're just like, skip. No, I'm serious.
I don't need to do that. I was telling the
There's
photographer.
so much shit that's just like, well, everybody does this, so we have to do it too.
Yeah.
I love that you're just like, nah,
No.
that's not true.
And I was telling the photographer, I'm like, I don't even know if we're going to do first dances. And he was like, he has 3 daughters. Oh, no, 2 daughters and a son. He just had a baby. And he was like, I don't know what I'd do if my daughters told me that they didn't want to dance with me on their wedding. And I was like, well, my dad is like more of an introvert than I am.
Mhm.
So I haven't really asked him yet. And if
Yeah.
he wants to, I'll do it.
Right.
That's fine.
But he might be going like,
Thank God. Yeah. That's all. He's like, oh, well, that makes more sense. I'm like, yeah, he's really not like a go-getter.
Yeah. That's funny. I was thinking he was going to be like, man, I hope my daughters plan weddings like you. Because that's what I'd be saying. It's like, oh, this is very chill. I love it.
It's really...
So you have like all the big stuff pretty much knocked out.
Yeah, it's just all little details.
That's got to be a relief.
It is, yeah. It is.
So we're going to drill some holes into this cornhole scoring board.
Yeah.
That's our project for the week.
That's our project today that we really talked about a lot today.
Well, it was going to be a little noisy, so I think it's fair that we save your guys' ears. We'll put up a picture of the finished product once we get there.
Yeah.
It looks really cute. Did you stick on those stickers?
Yep.
Love it.
I was going to ask you if you think this is going to work, because I'm not really sure, because stain kind of like...
Yeah, it's going to eat those
Seeds?
stickers.
Well,
Are you going to stain it after?
I was going to stain over it and hope that the stickers didn't stain.
That's cute.
But I'm not sure if it's going to... I think it'll work if I do a super light stain and don't, like, soak it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Just, don't, like, get too much stain on, like, the rag or whatever, and then don't wipe over it. Like,
Right.
blot. It might be okay. And what's the worst thing? It doesn't work. You stain the middle, and then you let it dry, and you put numbers on it again. But that would be really cool.
That's my hope, is that that works out.
We do a lot of things, like, let's see what happens.
Yeah. And then this has a back piece, too, and I got a hinge so that it will, like,
Oh,
open
it'll
and
stand
sit
up.
in a little A thing. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to get, like, a little cord that'll keep them together so it doesn't just go...
All the way apart. I love it. So creative.
And then,
Jesse's gonna have like the craftiest fun wedding ever.
woo! And then on the back, I want to put little drink holders.
Ugh, cute.
You're gonna need drink holders everywhere.
I kind of want to order a bunch of those ones that just, like, stick in the ground. You
I
know?
love those.
That
Those are so
like,
fun.
twisty or whatever.
But what happens when it's kind of dark out and people are just walking around and slamming into them?
Yeah, who cares?
Tiki torches.
That seems
Also-
dangerous. Can I tell you that my brother-in-law caught on fire at a tiki torch at my first wedding? During his speech, he was the best man.
Oh, no.
It was a good story.
That's
He
crazy.
played it off. He was very cavalier. He just patted himself out, and then he was like, "Whew, that was hot," and then just kept going. It was crazy.
That is nuts.
Tiki torches are dangerous, people. That's our PSA for the week.
No, do you know how much a portable bathroom trailer is to rent?
How big? Are you just talking about like
two.
Brad must know, like, exactly.
just like 2 portables or just one?
Do a trough
It's
for the boys.
it's about 160 for
Well,
like.
that's for like a porta potty.
Yeah.
What about
I'm talking
like
about
the
those
hand
nice
washing
trailers that
station?
are like- They're like legit like bathrooms.
Those are like
Oh,
$1,000.
Yeah.
About.
wow. Yikes.
especially
I was thinking maybe like 500.
no, not for you. There's funny. It's funny. I saw. I had a client that was looking into them and was wondering about them, and so I had to look it up. And it's like, oh, they have like those nice trailers, which is like, whoa, this is better than.
They're
My bathroom
super
and
nice.
stuff.
They've got like all granite in
Mhm.
there. Like,
Oh, dang.
But then
like-
go
it's
ahead.
crazy. Go ahead.
And then it showed. Then I looked at one that said those were the luxurious ones, and then they had wedding ones, and it just looked like an oversized porta potty. Like it didn't
Oh.
look good, and I was like, oh gosh.
There is one that has like, yeah, they're called like wedding or whatever things, and it's like $310, but it flushes
Mm-hmm.
and it has a sink inside.
Mm-hmm.
I might, so this place, there's only one bathroom in the thing, which when they got married, they only used the one bathroom, and the line was never crazy long. But I think that my guests are going to get a lot more drunk than their guests, and will probably be using the restroom more often.
Blake by himself is going to be.
So I would like to have more, but then I don't really want just a porta potty.
Why?
Because just the idea of sitting poop, it just doesn't seem
Sitting
very
poop.
nice to me.
Doesn't it, didn't you say the one that you were looking at flushes?
Yes, there is one
Well,
that flushes,
I
but that one's $310.
I don't know who the hell's
Well,
pooping
that's
at a wedding.
Better than 1,000.
We're having a taco truck, Brad.
Who poops at a wedding?
Okay, so that sounds better than $1,000.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
it
yeah,
seems
that's
like a
probably-
compromise.
That's probably the way I'll end up going. Because we need at least one more.
I still don't understand it. I mean, you're eating tacos at like 7.
It's at like 5:30. That's when dinner's gonna start.
Okay, at 5:30, who the hell can't hold their poop for 4 hours?
You know what? I mean, I'm just gonna throw this out there. When I eat a burrito, pretty much like clockwork, like a half an hour, I gotta go.
Where you getting a burrito at?
It's her damn wedding. She can get a burrito at the taco truck if she wants to.
Wait, taco trucks have burritos?
Yeah, that's not my point. I'm asking you where you're having these burritos that are making you
I have
shit.
Aka Taco at least once a week.
I love Aka Taco. Their burritos are massively huge.
Huge. I try to only eat half, but sometimes it does not happen.
Well, I think so. Basically, a little bit of decor and a bathroom is what you got left for the wedding.
Oh, yeah. Yes, and a
Yeah.
bathroom. And cake, maybe.
So we have a few more weeks of booze and I do's. Lots of fun projects planned already.
100 days.
Yep, that's right. 100 days. Find us on all the social medias.
Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
I don't do Twitter, so that's why I never think about it.
I do. That's like one of the only things I do. And yeah. Drink
Leave
up.
us a review on iTunes
Oh, yes. Definitely leave us a review on iTunes.
or
We-
podcast app.
we
whatever
would
it is you
love
call
it.
these
Yep.
days.
or wherever you get free podcasts.
You write to the newspaper and even review us there.
That'd be great.
Newspaper's dead, Brad. Ugh. He lives in the 19th century? I don't know. All right. Drink up, people.
Bye. You got craft to do.
Bye.
Bye.